So let me paint you a picture of the dark ages, right? So it's 2015. Bitcoin's been around for a few years. Ethereum just launched. You're sitting there with some crypto and you want to trade it, right? Maybe you want to buy some Bitcoin with your dollars or sell your Bitcoin for Ethereum, whatever. So your options are basically just one, which is like centralized exchanges. Companies, actual companies with servers and employees and customer support tickets that never gets answered. Places like Binance or Kraken or even Coinbase. And the deal was pretty simple. You send them your precious crypto, they make a pinky promise to keep it safe, and in return, you get to trade on their platform, right? So these crypto exchanges at the time they weren't doing anything revolutionary. I mean, they were literally copying the model that typical stock exchanges had been using since people were trading shares on Wall Street while using or wearing that silly hats, right? So these exchanges they had these things called order books. I mean, the way it works is pretty simple. Like you would log in, you would place an order saying that I'll buy one Bitcoin for like $400, right? And that order would sit there visible to everyone until someone comes along who wants to sell at that price, and then boom, the crypto exchange would just match you guys up and everyone's happy. I mean, that model worked. It worked pretty well. Actually, of course, like the whole order book model, I mean, it like Wall Street wouldn't use it if it was silly, right? I mean, it's Wall Street. So, but the thing is with crypto exchanges, there was this one tiny problem. Okay. The thing is, you didn't actually own your coins while they were sitting on the exchanges. Okay, the crypto exchanges held them in their custody, in their wallets, or in their server. You just had this IOU in their database, this little number saying, yeah, I mean, user number 123 owns 1.5 Bitcoin. And you had to trust that they were actually holding that Bitcoin for you and that they weren't going to run away with it and that their security was good enough and that they wouldn't freeze your account because some algorithm decided you looked a bit suspicious, right? So how did that trust thing actually work out? I mean, well, let me tell you a horror story. Okay, in 2014, Mt. Gox, which was handling like 70 percentage of all Bitcoin trading in the world at that time, making it one of the biggest exchanges out there, right, got hacked. Okay, I'm putting hacked in quotes because to this day nobody is entirely sure what really happened. But the result was just the same, right? 850,000 Bitcoin vanished. $500 million at the time, gone. I mean, people lost their entire life savings. And Mount Gox just went, oops, guys, we are now bankrupt, so we can't do anything about it. But wait, I mean, it gets better because this wasn't a one time thing. That was actually a start of a trend. Because when you look back in 2018, you had the Coincheck hack, which lost around $500 million. In 2019, you had Cryptopia, which gets hacked and goes bankrupt. In 2016, you had Bitfinex, which lost around 120,000 Bitcoin. So the list basically just goes on and on and on, right? It was like watching a very slow and very expensive game of dominoes where every domino that falls is basically someone's retirement fund. And then just when you thought that we have learned our lesson and we can do better, 2022 rolls around and FTX explodes in the most spectacular fashion possible, right? Turns out Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy with the bad haircut who kept appearing on TV talking about effective altruism, was running FTX like his personal piggy bank. He was taking customers' deposit money that people thought was safely sitting in their exchange accounts and gambling with it. I mean, just straight up gambling, using it to make risky bet through his trading firm, right? And when those bets basically went south, 8 billion in customer funds gone. People who had their life savings on FTX woke up one morning to find out that they owned nothing. The exchange filed for bankruptcy. Sam's in prison now, and the whole thing was basically a big disaster. So yeah, the whole note your key, note your crypto mantra that Bitcoin maxis kept shouting from the rooftops. Turns out they weren't just being paranoid; they were actually pattern recognition machines who had seen this movie before, right? So these centralized exchanges actually had amazing trading infrastructure with their order books and their matchmaking engines and their sophisticated features. The actual trading experience was pretty good. But the custody model, the part where you had to hand over your coins and just hope that they didn't steal them or lose them or get hacked, that part was fundamentally and catastrophically broken, right? So around 2017, 2018, right after watching multiple exchanges implode and billions of dollars disappear, some developers had this absolutely brilliant light bulb moment. But I mean, they thought, like, wait a second, we have smart contracts now, right? Ethereum is a big thing. Like, they have smart contracts now. What if we could build exchanges on the blockchain itself, right? Instead of sending your coins to a company, what if the trading happens directly on a chain like Ethereum, where everything's transparent and nobody can run away with the money? I mean, the vision was beautiful. Build decentralized exchanges where you keep custody of your coins the entire time. The exchange is just code running on a blockchain. No company, no CEO who might be secretly insane, no server that can get hacked, just math and cryptography doing their thing. Right? So, this was the birth of what we now call DeFi or decentralized finance, and everyone got super hyped about it. I mean, finally, we could have the cake and eat it too. Professional trading infrastructure without having to trust sketchy companies. Everybody thought that the future was here. I mean, it kind of was, but yeah, let's talk about it more.